Hi everyone, and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes. And today we are going to be making chocolate crackled cookies. These are wonderful. They're fudgy, chewy, and they have a light crispy texture on the outside. They are amazing, very easy to put together, and you are going to love them. Now the ingredients we'll be needing here today are some all-purpose flour, some salt, some baking powder and cinnamon. Here we have some semi-sweet chocolate chips. We have some separated, so we have a smaller amount of chocolate chips and a larger amount. So one will be used to actually add into the cookies and the other will be used to be melted and added into the batter. Here we have some just regular white sugar, some eggs, some brown sugar, and some softened butter at room temperature. You will also need some baking sheets that have been lined with some parchment paper, and you will need your oven to be preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's move on to making our cookies. Okay, so before we move on to making our cookies, the first thing you want to do is melt your chocolate. So we are going to be melting the larger portion of our chocolate. Now just keep in mind that the full recipe is in the description box for you. And you want to make sure when melting your chocolate in the microwave that you melt it at 30-second intervals so that you give it a stir every 30 seconds and just until it's melted. So let's melt our chocolate and then we will move on to the next step. Okay, so while our chocolate is just cooling at room temperature for a few minutes, we are going to add in our dry ingredients into a separate bowl. So just our flour, baking powder, salt, and cinnamon. And we are going to give this a good whisk. Okay, so just set aside your dry ingredients for now. And now into our mixing bowl, we are going to add in both of our sugars and our softened butter at room temperature. And we are going to mix these ingredients on medium to high speed till they are a nice light and fluffy consistency. It'll probably take about 4 minutes. So just let it run until it is nice, light and fluffy. Okay, so my butter and sugar's mixed here for 4 minutes. And now as you go along, you just want to make sure that you're scraping the sides and bottom of your bowl because it will build up along the sides. So just keep scraping it as you go along. Probably 2 or 3 times you will have to do that and it'll be great. So now we are ready to add in our eggs and vanilla, and then we will give our mixture a good mix, and then I will show you the next step. Okay, so our mixture looks great. And now we're going to add in our melted chocolate and then give our dough here another mix. Okay, so now we are ready to add in our dry ingredients, and then we will mix just until combined and you no longer see any visible big chunks of flour. And then we will also add in our chocolate chips, and we will then be ready to bake them. And make sure your oven is preheated at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we will be ready to try them. Okay, so my cookies baked at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for exactly 10 minutes. As you can see, they have crackled beautifully on top, and that is why they are called chocolate crackled cookies, because they become so beautiful on the top. They are so wonderful, and now they have been resting here on my cooling rack for about 15 minutes. So now we are definitely ready to try one. These are wonderful. They are soft on the inside, but they have a nice light crunch on the outside. They almost taste like a fudgy cookie. They are so, so good. Very easy to put together. And I really hope you guys give these ones a try. And that's about it. So easy to put together, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us a nice big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new and delicious recipe. Share the recipe with your family and friends, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. The links will be in the description box below along with the recipe. And I'll see you on my next video. Take care. Bye everyone.